Welcome to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Pistol Pete ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Seminoles will put total leather and we'll get started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys return team will have that offense backed up. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that linebacker timed that play so well. I'm surprised the running back even held on to the football. They're lucky that was only a tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
There's 11 guys on offense there locked in and playing together. That was a critical 4th down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did it.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Seminoles. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it near midfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time. Off he goes. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida State, 14. Oklahoma State, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Counterplay is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you've got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quick pass on the jet motion. And they'll knock him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Some tough running there to create a little space and get it out to the 10.
Well, I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick.
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
They knock him down right there.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They want to run this quarterback. The Noles are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Obliterates him, still on the move. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Still looking. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept, easy pitch.
Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mind.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. To the 15. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Florida State! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it, feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to throw on 2nd down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Cowboys will punt this one away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going over the top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will be blown dead at the 35, and that's where they'll put it into play. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Quick completion on the out route. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You can tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And the Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Still on his feet at the 35. There he goes down the right side. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
Cowboys will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This time he's got it. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw it again. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Noles! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida State, 35. Oklahoma State, 7.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And it's picked off. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Tripped up for the tackle.
With the carry, it's the runback. Knocked down near the 3-yard line.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. Touchdown, Florida State! And the stomping has commenced.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making...
Got a lot of running room. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give to the back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles! How about that D coming up with a play like that? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Vanderbilt has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in Nashville. They're up by 13 over the Pandas. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Running it back, it's Provo. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive sphere flaming. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off play action. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Coming after it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Noles decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. A first down for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's right on target. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cherry. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. It's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you got to be way more aggressive.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to a running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And they got him for the sack. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.